Remarkable! Incredible! Unbelievable!
Save! And fuck our champions! Good up, Pepe! Goal!
It doesn't get any better than that.
We are live here on Game and Frame from Eddie Moraes Stadium at Eastside High School in Newark, New Jersey. It is Ironbound, the #1 seed in the Northeast American South of the Premier in the UPSL. Ironbound, 20 points, found them in first place with the tiebreakers over Crusaders and Passaic, at 20 points for the #1 seed. They were plus 13 in goal differential this regular season. As for Pennsylvania Prime, they're the #4 seed. This is the highest that they have finished in any year that they have been at the Premier level. They did spend time in Division I from fall 2024 to fall 2023, and were around before Ironbound in the Northeast American. Now find themselves this 2025 in the South, thanks to finishing first in the Northeast American South in Division I back just a year ago. A year ago, Ironbound made the playoffs as the #3 seed. They did win their first matchup against East Coast when they played in the quarterfinal last year, now advancing to the semifinal with a bye with that #1 seed. New rules this year, the top 6 instead of the top 4 from each the South and North reach postseason. Of course, as I mentioned, the #1 seed gives you a bye. They did not play last weekend, as both the North and South had 3-6 and 4-5 matchups. We had some of those matchups here on Game and Frame. Ironbound proud to be the #1 seed. They are coming off a win that we had on Game and Frame versus Bulldogs on October the 18th, 4-2. That was a comeback win in the second half. They did play Pennsylvania Prime back in the spring when they won 2-0 on April 19th. They also played, of course, here in the fall. That was exactly on September the 13th. It was a 3-3 draw, and that was here against Pennsylvania Prime. So they have 4 points out of 6 possible in this matchup on the air. This is both the highest that each of these teams have finished in the division, in the Premier. Ironbound was first in fall 2023, so they were exactly a year apart, finishing first in Division I to get up here to Premier. We will have lineups for both sides. Ironbound, in what they have switched to their navy full kits here at home, which they switched to back from their red and blue, as was the previous home kit. Pennsylvania Prime will be in a white kit with blue shorts, white socks to go along. Ironbound will start on our left side, attacking to the right. Kevin Sabadin is in goal. Michael Galvo and Jason Chung will start as the 2 center backs. Kevin Poiso, the right back, and Sebastian Diaz, the left back. Nick Cruz will sit deeper than Edgar Abreu in midfield. It's Ivan Garcia, Nicholas Neme, Ricardo Oliveira as the front 3. As we start here at Eddie Moraes, the semifinal is underway. As we go, we'll give names for Pennsylvania Prime's lineup. This is Nigel Griffith, leading goal scorer with 9 goals, number 10. He plays the left wing for Pennsylvania Prime. Israel Neto, number 13, will be the striker. Garcia will play as number 10. Throw in for Prime, number 6, Luca Cabrera. Into the box, Chung heading away and through it. That was Galvo Zapata. Prime trying to get it back in. Again, another free header. It's Poiso. Maybe it could be 3-on-3. Oliveira the right side. Close by is Neto. And that's played in too far. It's Silva, number 1, Kevin Silva, who's between the posts in goal for Prime. Diaz, short pass. Spin, trying to maneuver out. There's 3 in the area against Garcia. Neme touches out. Now a move here for Ironbound through the middle. Neto. Right. Oliveira touches in. Has the overlap from Poiso. Oliveira now gives to Poiso. He gets there before the goal line. Did it go last off Poiso or is it a corner? It is a corner. Last off of Pennsylvania Prime. Oliveira will have the corner. Oliveira puts it in, decent ball at the front post. Second off of Abreu, he chops it up, back post. Chung looked for it over his head. Garcia shooting, and that's blocked. Defender cut down the angle running at Garcia. Diaz commits a foul. Cruz second header. And Diaz. Abreu will settle it down. Abreu, as they do some positional maneuvering. Poiso's high up on the right side. Neto will drop in. Behind for Neme at the edge. Neme gets there first. A toe poke 1-0 for Ironbound. The strategy works off. It's an assist from Neto to Neme. And another breakaway goal for Neme this season. And Ironbound have an early lead in the semifinal. So great start for Ironbound, 1-0 against a team that they played 3-3 2 months ago, more like 2.5 months ago. So Neme now with 6 goals in the season. Neto hasn't started for a few home matches, and here he is at striker, picking up an assist. Griffith. Still in. Oliveira. Had Garcia up the line. His ankle was contacted. Prime. Foot on the ball, Poiso. Oliveira and Cruz. And they call a foul. Referee calls it on Oliveira. Free kick upcoming for Prime. It's 16, Eamon McLaughlin. He's there, as well as 8. Bilal Muhammad. McLaughlin. That's into the box and headed behind by Zapata. And now an offside flag from the far assistant. It'll be a free kick for Ironbound. Sabedin will go long. Closest to goal now is Chung, and Zapata 35 or 45 yards away from the goal line. Headed from Garcia to Neto. Poiso. Down the line, Garcia. Looking for a cross. Garcia overhits it. That's going to leak outside the box. Cleared straight up by Prime. Zapata reading, heading to Sabedin in the box, so he'll grab. Right back to Zapata. The striker is number 19, Bradley Tarosi for Prime. Still in the back possession. Garcia's dropped even deeper than the center backs. It passes right to Prime from Sabedin. And there was a trip for a moment. And now whistled down for a foul. That was fouled on Neme. Noah Myers and Owen Lambanus are the center backs, 2 and 18 for Prime. That bounces down right there at the yellow line. Chung, Zapata, twice up to himself. Finds Neto, again dropping in. Right side Oliveira, Neto continues a run. Outside of his foot pass from Oliveira, stopped by Prime, but it's still a throw-in for Ironbound. Throw, enters the box. Neto. Tight space on the right side. Abreu controlling. One more Garcia. Trying to roll it in. And he's shut down by Grimm. Zachary Grimm, the left back, number 23. Contact from Poiso on Griffith. Silva. Asking for handball on 3, Alexander Wilsterman. Wilsterman, the deepest of the midfielders for Prime. On the move they go. Searching ball to the left, and it's too long for Griffith. Pass by McLaughlin. Brought in very well by Abreu. He'll give the switch. Neme. Neto joins on the left. Neme outside of his foot. Good idea. Coming off the line is Silva. Myers. This is Muhammad. In the channel, a pocket here for Prime. Wilsterman gives it for Griffith. Poiso defends. Griffith pushes to the goal line. Has to get out of his feet. Wilsterman again. Griffith onside. And Wilsterman into the box. Great tackle by Oliveira. Griffith keeps it though with Prime. McLaughlin, back post. And over his intended target. That's Tarosi, number 19. Seven is Stephen Ryad. He is the right winger. Only missing the right back for Prime. Strong header. Grim. Neto will pressure. Riyadh out of his range, but still with McLaughlin. Deep on the right. Zapata into the corner and plays it off of Prime for a throw. Prime looking to keep Ironbound in the corner. They'll be brought down easily by Abreu. Neme. They get the full switch. Poiso leaves it for Oliveira. Poiso will move forward. Oliveira looks to put in a long ball through the middle. Took a bounce. Neto. And coming over on the slide there, Prime. No shot. That's Cabrera, the right back, 22. Behind Griffith. He had to stay with it. Griffith. Pass to Rossi. They'll switch spots. Wilstermann. Mohammed and Grimm. Rossi still on the left. They're going to ground with Zapata. Oliveira. Abreu was very smooth in midfield, almost gave it away. Just off the foot of Riyadh. Diaz forward, Neto. Trying to turn. The diagonal, very well hit. Oliveira will go up for Neme. Neme some contact with Lambinus. And now Silva, who touches it for Cabrera. Cabrera keeps it with Riyadh. Riyadh wanted to go back to Cabrera, blocked back to him. Mohammed, always looking for Griffith. Here he is, Griffith, into the box. Tarosi just away from his forehead. Very close there from Griffith to connect to Tarosi. Now a foul, Neme, going through the back of, I believe that's Cabrera. Today's Game in Frame broadcast is presented by Umbro, celebrating more than 100 years of football. Learn more at umbropremier.com. As well as Ironbound sponsors. I'd like to thank M Parts Worldwide, Salt Athletic, Heritage Barbershop, Reek Creations, Wisson Company LLP, Alliance Orthopedics, Footy Shop, and Team Pena from Keller Williams Parkview Realty. Free kick. Some communication from the fourth official to the head referee. There's three spread at the front. Lambinus, Tarosi, Griffith are spread out along the 18-yard line. Everyone for Ironbound's backed up. Neto and Oliveira are inside the 25. McLaughlin. That'll enter the box. First header, Zapata. Chance still not gone. Grimm. Myers. Now closer to everyone's usual shape. Laminus. First touch in. Tarosi's wide open. He is offside. Good line there for Ironbound. Sabanin. Wanted Neme. No press from Ironbound. Myers. Muhammad down for Griffith. And Griffith couldn't bring it in. We'll still get there before it's out of play. Griffith again against Poiso. Poiso put a foot in. Griffith goes right by. Griffith in. Diaz out. And Grimm backing off of Oliveira. Poiso. This is slow for Ironbound. Oliveira again. Playing catch possibly with Poiso. Neto has to get out of traffic. Abreu touching back for Neto. And Neto is run through by McLaughlin, who thought he won the ball. Still down is Neto. In for the free kick goes Zapata. Joining Abreu and Neme. Garcia's on this near side. It's 3 amongst 5 there. Oliveira will go for the shot! And not too far off. He missed the near post. Always curling away from the right. Silva to the right. Riyad in front of Zapata. He still has it to Rossi. Riyad doesn't like to the right. Goes for Griffith. Griffith controlled on the thigh, and again the offside flag comes up. Oliveira. Diagonal. And again, Neme can't bring it in. He says it's off of Cabrera. Neto showing to the throw-in. Neto running at the goal line, chops it back, has time to put in a cross, couldn't line up perfectly, it's off Grimm. Neme got it over to Oliveira. Oliveira wants Neme again, turning and shooting, that's right into the legs of Prime. Grabbed by Silva, throw. McLaughlin. That's too short. In the lane, Poiso. Garcia. Abreu wanted back to Garcia, showing pace. There it is, Oliveira. Popping. Garcia. Oliveira. Now he'll go one-on-one. 2 step overs for the back post. And no one continued the run for Ironbound. Goal kick. It's been good showing so far in the first half for Ironbound. Played 22 minutes. They have a 1-0 lead. Neto to Neme. They go long, even though it was pressure free from Lambanus. Will it be to the right or left? Actually, it will be a throw. To the right, Diaz, throw. That's turned over, or it was potential to be turned over. Now taking ground was Chung. Cabrera. Now a tackle won by Cruz. Oliveira let it go. Poiso keeps it in. Up top. That's over Garcia, shouldered off by Wilstermann. He moved with Garcia from the midfield. Mohamed. Griffith. Heavy touch. Difficult to control with how much pace the pass was hit by Mohamed. Cruz. Zapata. He's forced to go long. 2 were showing in the area for Prime. Riyad. Riyad still going. Couldn't go further than Poiso. He wants a foul. And now Riyad yelling at the referee, saying he was pulled from behind. Abreu back to Poiso, who had the throw. Prime will move up their back line. They'll recycle Diaz. Garcia again making a run. This time the left wing. And forces the ball out. Diaz, Abreu, all the numbers on the left for Ironbound. Now space in the middle for Poiso. Poiso lines it up from 35 yards off the crossbar. Then first off the glove of Silva, then at the crossbar, back in play. I don't know if that was on purpose either, to swing and miss. Some confusion there for Silva. Almost a fantastic goal by Kevin Poiso. Foul now on Ironbound. Free kick again for Prime. Taken quickly. Griffith back to goal. He can't turn. Zapata all the way up. In midfield from center back. Outside of his foot, it spins to Oliveira. Zapata now applies the overlap. Target of Neme, header! Saved. And there, in the middle, cleared by Prime, saved by Silva. Diaz overran it. Still working Ironbound. They have possession. Cruz. Zapata resets. Sabadin. Neto was looking at Lambanus, not the ball. Garcia. Over the top again. They find the run of Neme. And Silva throws himself into the path and makes another save. So close for Neme to a second. Garcia this time applying instead of Neto. Griffith, maybe behind Poiso by a step. Griffith centering away from Diaz and Riyad, just out of the reach. Again for Prime. And miscommunication. They're now showing visible frustration. Not linking up with any of these passes in the final third. They haven't even had a clean shot yet on Sabaton. One 0 lead still for Ironbound, thanks to Nicholas Nemé. They could have had a second as well. Cruz, again Prime wanted a foul for a pull in the jersey. Neto has Nemé with him. Neto at the back line, hit, and Nemé, the flag is up for offside. And they're allowed to just continue to play. Riyad. Mohamed, Neto behind him. Now Neto goes down. Advantage played for Prime. Abreu has Neto to his left, Nemé to his right. Garcia trying to turn and foul on Wilstermann. Coach for Prime is going to change formations for Prime. Good tackle, Cabrera. Now they've got space behind Griffith. He's only joined by Riyad. And right into him is Poiso. Griffith couldn't make a move in time. Thought he had more time than he did. Cruz. Neto. Back to Garcia. Tarosi. Now a trip. Looks like Riyad's gone to striker. Tarosi's playing the 10 in behind Riyad. Muhammad now is at right wing. Everything else remains the same. Diaz plays to the side. Garcia. Pressure on him. Good composure, Zapata. Poiso, they switch play to the right. Oliveira. Off high, off of Grimm. Tarosi. Little dribble there. Mohamed. Diaz will step to him, misses the slide tackle. McLaughlin. He's got to get it out, and he might have been bailed out there for a foul, and then a shove. McLaughlin into the back of Garcia, which now the referee doesn't like. And Nigel Griffith again mistouching. Tune-ins for tomorrow here on Game and Frame. Nyack, New York Athletic Club, will play New York International FC at 12:15 tomorrow afternoon. That is APSL Metropolitan Conference. Then as we get into the night, Leros SC versus Pancyprian Freedoms at 6 p.m. That is also APSL Metropolitan Conference. And then Zoom Schneider FC versus Met Oval U23s. That is at 7 p.m. U.S. Open Cup third round qualifying. Abreu. Abreu hits it too softly. Tried to go retrieve it. Neto was there in front of Lambanus. Myers. Next to him, Wilsterman, excuse me. Sabadin after the deflection. Myers, it's headed back into midfield. McLaughlin to the right. Referee says Diaz needs to get on with it, not take too much time. Gonna watch any sort of time wasting for Ironbound. Chung winning a header. Now Prime wins a header. Griffith. He faces Chung. Poked from Griffith. Good pass from Lambanus. Slips to Wilsterman. To Rossi, checking behind him. Wilsterman, opposite side. Diaz, they complete the pass, and then Diaz gave up a corner. At least no shot given up by Diaz. Ball went far behind. Sabadin lining up the defense in the box. Poiso is at the near post. Oliveira follows Riyadh. They'll play it short. Riyadh with his left foot in. Sabadin punched. Right in front of him was Lambanus. Was he offside? They'll still play. Diaz, good defense, as well as Oliveira. Get another ball back in. Throw. Diaz, first header, still with Prime. Lambanus, the volley! Tipped under the crossbar, back right down. Or did it hit the field goal post above? That's going to be a save for Sabadin. Incredible. Able to jump up and just tip it over the crossbar. Everyone kept playing because there was no whistle, which was smart by Prime. And they'll get another corner in quick succession. Again, the same routine off the corner. Riyadh cuts more to his left. Griffith, centered. Chung. And now they can get it out. Cruz will just smash it down. Myers. He eludes Neme. Touched by Prime and then cleared away Diaz. Right in front of his own bench. Fake the cross, stepped on. That's going to be a foul by Diaz. He'll go apologize and help up Mohammed to his feet. "37th minute of the first half. Two in the wall, over the wall. Poiso, a little awkward on the clearance. Back in, they let it bounce. And Garcia didn't go in for the tackle either, and Tarosi touched it over the goal line. Sergio Nobre wants Ironbound to move up. They will not go short in the goal kick. Riyad's the closest. Zapata. Zapata has to be careful in the box. Riyad going for the tackle. Allowed to play, and then he fouls Zapata. And Riyad thought he got the ball. You also see the flag in the direction of Ironbound from the assistant, who's only 10 yards away or so. We will have goals of the month nominees for the month of October. We'll show those nominees at halftime. Sabadin over halfway. Last off the header, McLaughlin for Prime. Second ball, Abreu. Cruz to his left foot. Again, they're seeing the run for Neme behind. Off his goal line is Silva, just in front of Neme. Always dangerous to run behind the back line, Neme. That was tripped. Abreu brought down Prime. Looked like Cabrera. Targeting Griffith off his shoulder and out. So many times they've moved over for Griffith. Low percentage, though, of connecting. Moving to the side of Abreu. He's pushed. Wilstermann foul. Poiso back to his goalkeeper, Sabadin. Myers calmly to Lambanus. Silva. Poiso intercepting. Oliveira trying to keep himself onside Neto. And he was closed. Lambanus. Abreu has Poiso. Left-footed Poiso, and it's a shot that'll skip to Silva. Over everyone, including Zapata. Garcia had Diaz, who's got to get back. Defending there, Neme in Diaz's spot. Neto close to fouling Mohamed. Cabrera. Riyad onside. Defended by Zapata, and Zapata wins the duel. Lemenu's chest pass. Ironbound Abreu. Neme. Garcia joins Neto. Neme, inside. Abreu right into the feet of Neto. Outside of him, Abreu. Neto wants to dribble. Neme back to Neto, who will turn. Gives it off. Garcia laying it. Neto off of Wilstermann. Corner. Very close there. Good passing in tight space for Ironbound. Shot doesn't get through though. Two minutes remaining in the first half before added time. Oliveira, that's over the back post. Neme, it's still in though. Squared. Tapped back to Oliveira. Oliveira moving in at the box. Pass, Garcia. That goes off the chest, no handball. And back in by Chung. That shot doesn't fool Silva. Zapata, backwards. Great pace, Diaz. And he just gives away a corner just for safety. Didn't have many options there. He's not going to be able to turn with Riyadh charging back down. Corner now, of course, for Prime. Approaching the final 60 seconds. In, post, punched. I don't know if Sabin got any piece of that. Looks like he did. We're going to now have a corner from the opposite side. We'll see if Prime does the same thing they did earlier from the right wing, if they go short. Again, Prime. Better service. Griffith. And Sabin touched it behind. Did it go over? And the ball went behind. Sabin's on the turf inside the goal. Ironbound's complaining that Sabin was fouled. You see the way Sabin was tracking his feet. It was going to be close to the crossbar. All of Ironbound checking out Sabin, the referee as well. The call is going to just be a corner. There's no foul. Now Ironbound have to get organized, defending another corner. Grimm shows. Short run up for Griffith. Referee to see something he doesn't like again. Prime have about 5 members inside the 6-yard box. 3 standing at the goal line. You have to allow the goalkeeper to move. But the attackers are allowed in their space as well. Grimm, better angle. Grimm, Sabin, got a touch. Spreads himself out and he's fouled. Tarosi saying he just jumped, that he didn't get in the path of Sabin. And again, he is in some discomfort. So some tough calls here for the referee right at the end of the half. Ironbound, though, don't concede. Referee looks at the watch. We'll see what the added time is. And that's it. Final kick of the ball in the second half. 1-0 lead from Neme for Ironbound. They are up after the first 45 minutes. 45 to go in the semifinal here in the South. Can Ironbound hold their number 1 seed and win their first playoff game in 2025? Again, we're at Eddie Moraes. Here are the nominees for Goal of the Month from our coverage on Game and Frame. Mohamed, he's right. Michaelek will continue his run. Mohamed cuts inside away from Conte's foot. Mohamed, that's a golazo if I've ever seen one. Mohamed from 30 yards out curls it over the flash and just under the upper 90 on the left side of the goal.
Beautiful shaped ball to Caesar. Caesar onto his left foot. Oh, that's brilliant. It's 3-1 Osners. The substitute Caesar with a breathtaking goal. But now he's out of position. Brought in Oliveira. And he's going to try and champ. Big bounce and it's in. Oliveira saw that Peabody was off his line. And now it's 3-0. Oliveira involved again.
Almost on the counter. But Club dared to prevent that from happening. Now Mikkelsen looking for number 8. Mikkelsen takes on the keeper. What a finish! Waiting for the signal from the referee, and Mikkelsen finds the 8th goal of the match in stupendous fashion, taking on the keeper.
To do so, here's Gonzaga. He goes for goal, and it's in! Philadelphia Heritage 3! This guy, a man of magic.
That tight space in the side of the field there, but it likely won't really result in too much. Lighthouse passing the ball back and forth, and it will be in!
10 years old now, astonishing he's still playing at this level, but every time I see he still looks more than a fit, and there's a spectre shot, and it's a beautiful cherry on the top of the cake for Lansdowne Yonkers.
Off the table, instead Estupinian now cutting inside, has room, takes a shot. What a finish for Estupinian to get a goal back for Barcelona. Nothing Interiano can do about that one. An absolute curler.
A lot can come up. Tambadou scored 2 goals last year. Oh! He gets another one. It's an opening goal. Banta Tambadou back on the score sheet for Block FC. And an emphatic finish.
Zami will face. Shooting and in! Another tremendous goal scored by Manhattan Kickers. Zami smashing one that just clips off the left post and in. And LaFlash has no chance, just the perfect height as well.
Break. Oh! Alexander Bullington makes it 3 for Polonia. Wonderful technique.
Emerson not seeing the challenge coming on his way, and there's a shot, and what a finish! What a strike! For the 4th goal of the match, it is Semas Monroy who makes it 4-0 for Empire.
Sangari winds up and sticks it! From the far corner of the 18-yard box, he picks up the upper 90.
So there are the goals of the month. We have 13 from the month of October. Please go vote on our Instagram page. It'll be on at Game in Frame. On the post of Goal of the Month, which should be the first post, you can vote the name of your favorite of the nominees. And voting, again, we'll remind in the second half, voting will end tomorrow night at midnight. So please go get your votes in. And we will have on Monday a Goal of the Month here on Game in Frame from those that you can see there.
From soccer fields across the USA to the legendary stadiums of Spain and Portugal, for 40 years, Petrobax has been the go-to expert for group travel to Spain and Portugal. We organize soccer group trips from start to finish, flights, hotels, transportation, and guided tours, all perfectly coordinated by our experienced team. Your trip can include attending La Liga and Portuguese Primeira Liga games, matches against local teams, pro training sessions, and even tournaments. As true experts in Spain and Portugal, we'll ensure you also experience the rich history, vibrant culture, and incredible food these countries are famous for. Celebrating 40 years of crafting unforgettable journeys to Spain and Portugal. Petrobax, your team, your passion, your trip to Spain and Portugal starts here.
My name is Austin Brummett. I'm a men's soccer player at San Diego State University and I play forward. The Salt Air Case helps block odor from my cleats when I'm driving in my car or when I'm keeping my cleats inside my house so I don't have to worry about it stinking up my room. It helps me keep track of my cleats and my shin guards so I know that they're together and I don't have to worry about tracking them down or losing them or stressing out about where they are. I would definitely rock this, walking to the games, walking around to my trainings. And it's super helpful for travel. When I travel in the airport to go to away games, it's not going to stink up my backpack or stink up the plane where I'm sitting. Magnetic strip on the top is super easy to open to take my cleats out and to put my cleats back in. I think it's an essential part of my outfit for soccer and it helps keep all my stuff organized and stink-free.
A quality highlight reel is crucial for college and pro recruitment. A lot of services offer generic solutions, but at Game & Frame we know every player is unique and needs a personalised approach to win over coaches. Our process is simple. We work with any footage, and if you need help finding your best plays, we'll review games for you. Once we've finished, you'll have a reel you can upload to any recruitment platform. We've helped hundreds of players get the attention they deserve, including placements in Division 1 programs. Scan the QR code or email us for a free consultation and start the journey to maximize your recruitment potential.
We're back on here on Game in Frame. Ready to start the second half. It's 7:36 currently, as it looks like the same lineup is on for Ironbound. And we'll get going. Neto, Garcia. Diaz. Obviously both sides have switched. Now Ironbound attacks to our left. Chung. Gonna press up here, Prime. Again, a 1-0 game. Neme. The only difference. Abreu. Big switch. Neme. He'll touch in. Diaz. Diaz. Cuts inside. Still going with it. Neme will shoot off the back. Cabrera the block, and a corner the result. Neto takes it short. Last off of who? Goal kick. Myers running away from Neto. That's a giveaway. Oliveira to central. Thrown over the top. Cabrera. Touched outside of his foot, Mohamed. Cabrera again. Helps keep possession, Mohamed. Riyad, he turns back. Diaz pushing down. It's a foul. Tangled up. Riyad is still not fully up to his feet. Sabaden moving Diaz towards the near post. Cruz and Neme are 10 yards from the ball. Just one moment and Prime can tie it up. Riyad, they always go short, it seems. Muhammad has to be careful. Back in, Sabaden calls for it. Jumps up and catches. Neto. Fakes going long. Good move from Neto. Gliding. Still carrying. Right into Neme. Still has it. Now a back heel. Neto just for a moment stopped his run fully. And that's why they can't be completed. Tackle. Abreu. Garcia wants to get to his favored left foot. Mohamed. Switch. Down the line, Griffith. First time we've said his name in the second half. Targeted so many times in the first half. And his own teammate just went in the way of his cross. Right back. Bounced for Sabaden. Shielding was Zapata defending. Bold. Cruz. That was too short in front of Cruz from Oliveira. They've given it up. Stepping up Chung. That means behind. Prime. It'll be Griffith. Zapata comes over and contact, no penalty. Tangle in the arms and no foul. Zapata, good one-on-one defending. Doesn't give away a penalty. Cruz spinning, stepping. Neto lets it go. Brought in by McLaughlin. Neto, now a foul is called. And now taken too quickly. Or we'll trying to get the card to pull a yellow on Neto. More numbers toward the back post. Hit high. Zapata first header. Cabrera right into the side of Diaz. And then Diaz slammed it off the face of Cabrera. Of course, incidental. He's just clearing the ball. But that hit Cabrera very hard, and the trainer will sprint out. So out to attend to Cabrera. Hopefully Cabrera's okay. Usually players come out for head injuries. Thankfully we have a trainer always at these home Ironbound matches. Cabrera now turns to his side. Now he's on his back. And we need water is the call. They quickly get a water over. A couple players there, even for Ironbound, are being just checking on Cabrera. Again, this was not meant to happen with Diaz just clearing it. This has been a much, of course, lower scoring game than we saw when they played 3-3. It's 1-0. But as for most of Ironbound matches, it's been back and forth. There are plenty of chances for both teams. Some players laughing in there. Cabrera, I think he's holding his nose, so maybe that was the issue. Could have maybe caused a bloody nose. And it looks like Cabrera will come out. It looks like, from what the prime players are talking to each other, that Cabrera is going to be taken off. One of the players, maybe Mohammed, will go to right back, and they're going to substitute on a new right winger. And now helping to his feet, Zapata for Ironbound. Riyadh for Prime. Diaz apologizes. Hopefully it's something more than just a nosebleed. Of course, we won't know if there's anything structurally damaged with the nose, and hopefully not a concussion either. We still don't have the sub, though, for Prime. This has been a few minutes, which of course will be given at the end. Cabrera at least is up and walking. So right now with 10 Prime, trying to go as fast as possible Prime for the substitution. I believe that's what we're waiting for. Other than that, everyone who's on the pitch is good to go. So it's 21 Noah Geezer. Geezer, the new right winger. Here's his first touch. Hits it up. Sabatin doesn't come out. Will let his defenders deal with it. Zapata. Then Diaz and a chest of Abreu. And just cleared up. Staying in play. Lambanus was yelled at that he has time. So again, Mohamed's at right back. Off of Abreu's foot, Zapata, then Neme. Now he's trying to find a run. This is rare for Oliveira. And pace is better by Grimm. Oliveira throws up the thumbs up for the idea from Neme. Geezer. Forward. That's going to be Sabatin's ball. And off of Chung, as Chung kept moving closer and closer to where Sabatin was. There's this moment to scare about for Ironbound. Chest pass Abreu, Oliveira, and that goes over the touchline. It's out. Neto able to turn. Neme crossed him up in front of him. Neto's been very good dribbling. Continues to show it. And more. Neto right in front of the gloves. Saved by Silva. Easy for him not to spill either. Geezer. Zapata, again too slow. It caromed back, and then Zapata is contacted. Neme was too high to bring down perfectly. Diaz gave it up in midfield. Neto Couldn't pick it up in front of Myers. Gieser, it's out. It fully went over the touchline. Today's Game in Frame broadcast is sponsored by Umbro, celebrating more than 100 years of football. Learn more at umbropremier.com. As well as Ironbound would like to thank its sponsors, M Parts Worldwide, Salt Athletic, Heritage Barbershop, Reek Creations, Wist & Company LLP, Alliance Orthopedics, Footy Shop, and Team Pena from Keller Williams Parkview Realty. Diaz. Again, off of Prime. Hasn't been completely clean the last few minutes as Ironbound trying to break forward. Neto. Some contact. Cleat to cleat. Gieser. Puts in a cross that's going to go right at the goal line. Sabin again tips it off the crossbar. He gives up a corner. Again, so close. That's been 2 or 3 times. One was a real good save. The other 2 have just been plays trying to make the safe play, Sabin. Mohamed. Back to Riyadh. At the corner of the box, free header, and it's put over. Tarosi missed from inside 6 yards. Sabin couldn't come out. That's a great ball in by Riyadh. And somehow Tarosi can't keep it down. That really should be 1-1. What a break for Ironbound. That's going to go over Oliveira. It works out as a dummy. Poiso. Dropping in, Neto. Layoff, Garcia. Wants back to Neto. Maybe he'll have it from Cruz. Cruz runs in front of Neto. Neto wanted a shot. You can see the way he was moving. Gieser. That's off of Diaz. That'll work defensively. Zapata, opposite side, Poiso again. Good roll there by Poiso. Poiso again, backing off of him. Oliveira forward, as well as Abreu. Abreu looks at Cruz. Can he get an angle for a shot? Oliveira. He's now back out of the box. Cruz, central, shooting! Just too high. Good strike by Cruz and just missed it up. Better move though from Ironbound. Trying to get the rhythm of the game. This will be a substitution. Chung is coming, or he's grabbing the armband, excuse me, from Oliveira. Oliveira is the first one to be taken off. It will be a new right winger for Ironbound. Neme pressuring the ball, almost forced it out. Gieser sprinting away from Abreu, and now makes a pass into space. Riyadh. Diaz has to charge back in. Riyadh in. Header, or it goes off the leg of Griffith. And Zapata's asking for offside originally on Riyadh. And again, that's a great chance that Pennsylvania Prime don't take. It was Tarosi a few minutes ago, now Griffith. "20 minutes into the second half, 25 left. Diaz. His header was moved up. It is Diego Navas, 14, who came in for Ironbound. He's the second sub overall in the match after the injury to Cabrera. Referee says Diaz needs to hustle. He's going to track how much time is wasted. Neme can't split two defenders. Lembanus, goalkeeper Silva. Neto, that's a good pass. Here as they try and break through the pass. Mohamed, they will. Geyser, back to Mohamed. And the pass was just put too far in front of him. He was going to run into Cruz. Sabidin, way up top. Last off, Lembanus. Good touch on by Neto, and Garcia couldn't continue. Riyadh judging with Zapata. Riyadh will get away. He's in behind. Can't foul Zapata. Brought down Riyadh. Is that in the box? And it's a red card for Zapata as he was the last man with Riyadh. The referee is saying it's outside, but it is a red card. Lembanus is yelling at the assistant, asking if that was in the box. Again, the spot that was pointed to is right on the 10-yard line, which gives 20 yards out from goal. Unfortunately, you don't have replay here. But the big question was that in the box or not? It looks like it's going to be a free kick. And just as important, it's 10 men for the rest of the match for Ironbound. Still got 22 minutes left to play in the 90. And then whatever's given is added time. We're going to have added time for if there's any time wasting, excuse me. And obviously the injury that we had for Cabrera. And again, the trainer is called on. So Riyadh is not fully recovered. We might have a sub. I think we're going to have a sub too because Zapata is a center back. Now you're playing with a back three. Only one center back in Chung. I think Galvo is going to come in. They're actually going to make two subs. Or no, that's Zapata, excuse me. So who is coming out? Sabin is now going to line up the wall. Again, 20 yards out is close enough where it's hard to dip underneath, but we should be expecting a shot for Pennsylvania Prime. And I think Neto is being taken out. So they're going to take one out of the forward group for Galvao. So top now will just be Neto and Navas. We'll see how that is work with 10 men. There's 5, now a 6th in the wall for Ironbound as Diaz, now Diaz will back out. But there's 5 in front of the free kick. Prime to equalize, right at 7, he spilled it! And now it's 1-1, Griffith is the first to react. And Pennsylvania Prime have made it 1-1 with Ironbound at 10 men off the free kick. 7 just couldn't catch it cleanly. And there was no one behind the wall to get there in front of the run of Griffiths. And that is his 10th goal. He's now with double digits on the season for Prime. We're square at 1. And all this time will be added to the end of the 90s. So we've still got over 20 minutes to go, maybe 25 still left to play. Navas. Still in there. It just seems like it's riding the touchline. If we are at 1-1 or just tied in any score, it will be 30 minutes of extra time, and then if still after that, penalties. Right at the corner, and stays with Ironbound throw-in. It's going to be a long throw. Abreu, can he get a ball in? It did get somewhat through, then blocked. Garcia hit it soft to Silva on the turn. Maybe tried to chip Silva based on the trajectory. Gayser. Silva, freely forward, that's missed by Chung. Govao. Navas. Goal kick. Sabatin called out Navas' name a few times. Garcia is in the middle. He's kind of playing as a 10 and striker, still between Navas and Neme. Now early throw onside. Chung defends. Back around Chung, shot 2-1, beating 7 at the near post. And it's that man again, it's Griffith. He's got 2. And Prime have completely switched it late on in the second half after the red card. And now they have a lead 2-1. It's now an even taller task for Ironbound, already down a man, now down a goal. If they can find a second, it would get them to extra time. They've got 15 minutes before we're done with 90 minutes. Abreu. Gayser helping, tackle. Abreu. It's going in favor of Prime. Abreu can't believe it that he's being called for the foul on Wilsterman. Again, those tune-ins for tomorrow. Nyack, New York Athletic Club versus New York International FC at 12:15. And then also in the APSL Metropolitan Conference at 6 p.m., Laros SC versus Penn Cyprian Freedoms. And then the last one at 7 p.m., Zoom Schneider FC versus Met Oval U23s. That is U.S. Open Cup third round qualifying. Referee talking with Griffith and Poiso. Silva, high to the right, to Rossi. Gieser, they have this against Diaz. Gieser wants the goal line. Diaz reads it, does very well to defend. Gieser's now down. So of course contact by Diaz. You heard maybe a little as the legs came together, but no one even thought that was a foul. Sorry, I missed number 6, Luca Cabrera is in. It's Chavez, who's 22, who had the injury. Cabrera, number 6, is on for Prime. And now we need a substitution. And Gieser, of course, came on as a sub, so he has to come off. And he's got a limp here, Gieser. He's not able to put any pressure on his right leg. So right, this is going to be the third different right winger of the night for Prime. And waved up. So it's number 17. That's Kieran Oyulete. Was a delayed offside that they'll call. Gilvao. Ironbound chasing a goal. Cruz. That's going to be in between Diaz and Neme. Diaz keeps it in and great spin. Gets the turn. Cabrera able to keep it with Prime. To Rossi. Gilvao. Not allowing the pass to Griffith. Poiso is brought down. And a yellow card. Yellow card shown. Free kick now, Ironbound. You see the urgency here. In the 80th minute. Poiso in. Silva shows for it. And before Gilvao, though Silva just gave it away. Diaz. Cruz. Right side, Poiso. Poiso. Chung all the way up. It's too close to the keeper. Oyulete, contact from Neme. They're going to ask Silva to take it. But Lambanus. Vilvao. Header, strong header, Abreu. Picking it up. Abreu switching. Poiso. That's good vision from Abreu. Navas. Off of a deflection, still with Garcia. Abreu. Abreu, right-footed. And that was too close. Myers closed with Grimm. Pass was intended for Garcia. Galvao tracking the run of Tarosi. Cruz. It's Grimm header first. Griffith, who's already got 2 goals. Tarosi, he's able to turn, shooting wide. Tarosi, I think, was just going for accuracy there, not power, and missed it. Got 8 minutes now left to go. Another change. I believe it's Michael Tavares who's on for Nick Cruz. He'll take over at the 6. It is Tavares. Neme. A foot in there. Ironbound. They'll have a throw. Neme. He's ran through the back of his ankle, no foul. Oyolete. Cabrera. Front line. Played off of Tarosi. Again, go vote on our Instagram page on Game and Frame for Goal of the Month for the month of October. Voting ends at midnight. Vote the last name or just name in general of your favorite. We will have it on Monday who our Game and Frame Goal of the Month is. We'll have an announcement there on the Instagram page. Thank you for voting. We really appreciate the voting. Neme, turn. Try to turn again. Abreu flicking. That's mishit by Myers. Did he foul Garcia? He did. It will be inside 30 yards. Five having a meeting before the free kick. Tavares backs out. It's Poiso and Neme. 4-man wall. Poiso running through it. Neme, low, deflection, and slapped down. Poiso's second opportunity, and saved again. Silva covering range. Approaching 5 minutes to go. A slip by Poiso, and then shoulder off by Tarosi, and now it's a foul. And you can hear the complaints from the visiting support. And a second shout for a yellow card that Sergio Nobre wants. This is what happens when you've got a semifinal. What these last minutes look like. Abreu, he's now called in favor of a foul. Free kick, Poiso. They go short, Tavares. Galvo points where he wants it. He goes opposite side. Garcia from the chest. Garcia in. That takes a ricochet. Tavares, not a shot. Bicycle! Tied! Unbelievable! Ironbound have tied it in immaculate fashion. It's a bicycle kick. Tavares will get an assist as he put it back in. And with 10 men, they brought back what we thought the comeback was for Prime. And we're now staring at extra time. '87th minute. Still maybe time for a third for either team. Abreu. Garcia in front of him, went outside the foot. And that's mistouched by Lemben, who's out. Again, still playing with 10, Ironbound. Garcia chopping through. Garcia, goal line, behind his back. Pass. Abreu. Left-footed. That goes off Lambanus. He's asking for a handball, but I don't believe that was. Tavares. Lambanus out for a corner. This is a great response from Ironbound. They are not looking for extra time. Tavares. Should have been cleared. Down. No shot. Still not convincing yet. Shot in! 3-2! Prime did not take their chance to clear, and it's Abreu who takes it. 2 goals by Prime to make it from 1-0 to 2-1, and now Ironbound is giving it right back. It's 3-2. Didn't want to speak over the music there. Call it a goal horn if this was hockey. But Kevin Sabadin is being looked at by the trainer. Again, this is all going to be added to the end. It's Edgar Abreu with the leading goal. Could be a winner for Ironbound, but based on how the last few minutes have gone, I am not ready to say anything yet. Ruri Rosette is the backup keeper on the bench. And I think Sabadin's going to walk it off. So 3-2, a possible winner by Edgar Abreu after the bicycle kick to make it 2-2. We're now done with 90, and it is expected to be a big number still left to play. Griffith was actually pulled off for Prime. Lembanus. As Sabanin was being looked on, there was a full team meeting called by Silva, the goalkeeper for Pennsylvania Prime. Again, it's not over yet. Oyulete. Diaz. He's still going, Oyulete. And now, is that a foul? The assistant says it is, and the head referee agrees. So now Diaz has given up a free kick, and this is why I just said you have no idea what's going on in this second half, if we're done or not. There is clearly yet to be a clear winner, even though it's 3-2 Ironbound right now. Earlier, it looked like this would be nothing like their 3-3 draw back in September, and here we are at 3-2. Fourth official saying to Poiso he's got to come off. He was going to pull his shin guards off. Again, the referees are mindful of any sort of time wasting. It's Daniel Velasquez. Should expect him to be in defense. He's played center back mostly for Ironbound. Now the free kick, which looks similar to a corner. McLaughlin. Sabanin can't come to it. Tarosi just over, hitting the field goal crossbar. That's the second time Tarosi's missed a header too high in the second half. In the 93rd now. Navas. Now he'll back off. Lambanus for Prime. Cabrera. Chung clears, and that will be a corner. Again, Prime, another free kick to get a third. That would almost essentially send us to added time. Again, it's 30 minutes if we get there. In McLaughlin. There's numbers there. Galvao. And he'll go for it. He might just clear it. Goes for a pass, but moves it, of course, further up the pitch. Navas. First job here is just get away from goal, Ironbound. Again on the ball, though, Prime. Defending this, Abreu. Wolsterman. Myers, who stepped up from center back. Letting it go. Lambanus, who's also up. Oyulete rolls it on the deck. Corner again. Shutting it down once more was Chung. Minute 95. Whistle for the corner. McLaughlin. Sabanin punched. And Sabanin now screaming. He's hurt. And he's holding his leg, his left leg, his knee. And I guess the call was that the ball went over the goal line before curling back in. So it wouldn't have mattered after. Sabanin again up quickly, but he's limping. Prime are saying that there's time wasting still. And he's adding all this. We could be close to 10 minutes of added time. Volley. Silva backs up to take it inside the penalty box. Cabrera. Shut down. Galvao went to grab Tarosi, and that's a foul. This is a yellow. The referee saw that. So another booking. I don't know how much time there is left because Silva is looking like he wants to take the free kick. Now as we're into 97. I think they're having a discussion as well on how much time. Referee showed Silva his watch twice there. After all the corners, another free kick. Left-footed Silva. That's decent, but now close enough to Sabadin. And is that Velasquez on the turf? He is, and the referee's just letting it play on. Ironbound had the ball. There's a push on Neme. Called. Wilstermann. The push. Now Chung, the captain, getting very animated here, and he's going to pick up a yellow card for this. Or it looked like he was. Look at the referees go to the pocket. He did not. Whistle was for Velasquez to take the free kick, and the Pennsylvania Prime player was less than 10 yards in front of the ball. Neme tried a chest pass. Abreu pulls off a half turn. He's got to find a teammate. It's not tackled. Velasquez moving the ball, which moves the clock. Sabadin. Tackle by Tavares. Abreu. Back to Tavares. Referee says the ball was contacted. There, no foul. McLaughlin gets a beautiful pass through ball. Oyulete in the middle. First Velasquez. And that'll go back to his keeper's hands, Sabadin. It's been 8.5 minutes. Backwards by Lembanus. Silva not in the 18, and he hits it right up. It's not going to work there for Prime. And then Lembanus just brought down Neme. Now Diaz needs a stretch. He really didn't give that much mind there, the referee. Abreu or Tavares? Abreu. Pass! Garcia! Volley! 4-2! That's it for Ironbound. An incredible ball in. Put it on the tee for Garcia. And now it's over. Garcia says it's done. On to the final in the South. It will be Ironbound. trying the long shot from the halfway line. 4-2, the score. This is the third home match in a row that Ironbound have scored 4 at home. We are past 100. Silva was upset after the goal as well. Galvao, not convincing with the shoulder. Throw in. They've scored 3 goals with 10 men after trailing 2-1. Diaz heaves it, and that's it. Ironbound win. 1 versus 4. That is the completion of the semifinal. Ironbound will go on, and it should be next week that they play in the final of the South. The winner in the North and South play each other after that. So Ironbound with a great opportunity. They get a win, their second home win in the Premier level playoff win. 4-2 the final here on Game in Frame. 10 men after the red card. It was 1-0 in the first half, 2 goals scored by Pennsylvania Prime, and then 3 more with just 10 men Ironbound as their usual attackers, Garcia, Neme, Abreu, getting the job done. We will try and get an interview with Ironbound on the field now that they've won here. So we'll be back in a few moments on Game in Frame.
From soccer fields across the USA to the legendary stadiums of Spain and Portugal, for 40 years, Petrobax has been the go-to expert for group travel to Spain and Portugal. We organize soccer group trips from start to finish, flights, hotels, transportation, and guided tours, all perfectly coordinated by our experienced team. Your trip can include attending La Liga and Portuguese Primeira Liga games, matches against local teams, pro training sessions, and even tournaments. As true experts in Spain and Portugal, we'll ensure you also experience the rich history, vibrant culture, and incredible food these countries are famous for. Celebrating 40 years of crafting unforgettable journeys to Spain and Portugal. Petrobax, your team, your passion, your trip to Spain and Portugal starts here.
My name is Austin Brummett. I'm a men's soccer player at San Diego State University and I play forward. The salt air case helps block odor from my cleats when I'm driving in my car or when I'm keeping my cleats inside my house, so I don't have to worry about it stinking up my room. It helps me keep track of my cleats and my shin guards so I know that they're together and I don't have to worry about tracking them down or losing them or stressing out about where they are. I would definitely rock this, walking to the games, walking around to my trainings. And it's super helpful for travel. When I travel in the airport to go to away games, it's not going to stink up my backpack or stink up the plane where I'm sitting. magnetic strip on the top is super easy to open to take my cleats out and to put my cleats back in. I think it's an essential part of my outfit for soccer, and it helps keep all my stuff organized and stink-free.
A quality highlight reel is crucial for college and pro recruitment. A lot of services offer generic solutions, but at Game & Frame we know every player is unique and needs a personalised approach to win over coaches. Our process is simple. We work with any footage, and if you need help finding your best plays, we'll review games for you. Once we've finished, you'll have a reel you can upload to any recruitment platform. We've helped hundreds of players get the attention they deserve, including placements in Division 1 programs. Scan the QR code or email us for a free consultation and start the journey to maximize your recruitment potential. Kelek will continue his run. Mohamed cuts inside away from Conte's foot. Mohamed! That's a golazo if I've ever seen one. Mohamed from 30 yards out curls it over the flash and just under the upper 90 on the left side of the goal. Beautiful shaped ball to Caesar. Caesar onto his left foot. Oh, that's brilliant. It's 3-1 Osners. The substitute Caesar with a breathtaking goal.
But now he's out of position. Brought in Oliveira. And he's gonna try and chip! Big bounce and it's in! Oliveira saw that Peabody was off his line, and now it's 3-0. Oliveira involved again.
Almost on the counter. Vac Club dared to prevent that from happening. Now Mikkelsen looking for number 8. Mikkelsen takes on the keeper. What a finish!
All right, we're back next to the field. The Division 1 team is going to actually play after the Premier semifinal win. I've got the captain, Jason Chung. I've got Nicholas Neme as well to my left. Jason, what does this mean as the captain or just in the club in general that you guys were able to pull off the win here in the playoffs as #1 seed?
I mean, hey, that was incredible. You know, we were down 3-2 at one point, and 3-2, 2-1, sorry. 2-1 at one point with 9 men on the field. You know, I won't even lie, even I wasn't expecting what just happened. As Nemi just said before we started the interview, in shock, honestly. But we pulled it out, we fought to the end, and, you know, we fought for each other more than anything else.
Of course, that's a big storyline there in the game, to have the red card for Zapata and then be able to score 3 with 10 men. So what is the mentality? What's being said? Because the energy seemed like it stayed, but of course playing 11 versus 10 is always difficult.
I mean, more than anything else, I think somehow playing with 10, we actually simplified the game a lot more. We just started to knock the ball around because everyone, especially up top, was tired. So we just started passing the ball and knocking around. You know, the other team got tired. They started making silly fouls against us, and we were just able to capitalize.
You guys gave up 2. I know you've given up 2 the last 2 games. You're defensively, it wasn't really from the run of play beside the 1. Do you guys feel like you did a good job there to be able to hold yourselves and then go on and score?
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. I think run of play, we were okay. We've always kind of struggled a little bit with set pieces. Especially the second ball is always what kills us. But, you know, even that first goal against Sabadin, ball gets played in through. You know, he spills it out, but no one followed their man, and that's what led them to getting on the scoreboard in the first place.
All right. 4 goals, so I've got to talk to one of the guys who's up there. You scored one of them. How are you guys able to get these 4-goal games?
I don't have an answer for you for that right now. What he said, it didn't feel real. Until that red card, everything felt like it was going according to game plan. We've been doing this all season. We know what we're doing. We could have finished that first half 2-3-0, but whatever, going to the second half. And then once the red card happened, like he said, I don't know how, with 10 men, some things just started simplifying. People started getting tired, making mistakes. And I feel like that's what's special about this team. I guess now I can say you can never count us out. Once people start getting tired, we start stepping up, and we were able to find the back of the net.
You guys played them to a 3-3 draw here about 2.5 months ago. So again, a high-scoring game. But like you said there in the first half, 1-0, there were back and forth some chances, but it didn't feel like either team was kind of taking it. And then all of a sudden there's just an explosion in the second half there.
I'm going to attribute that to, I'm going to say probably some nerves from some players, a big game. And that's why you see a lot of big games, not even just at our level, at the professional level. Once it's this big of a game, you're getting into the 70th, 80th minute. Legs get tired. People make mental little mistakes. That's what I like to say is once you start getting tired, it's not the mistakes that your feet make, it's the mistakes that your mind makes. That's what really changes the whole game. Somebody will make the wrong decision on a pass, and boom, there's 1 goal. Somebody messes up a header back here, now we're through, boom, there's another goal. And I think just the long game, 90 minutes, in the last 30, we were the better team, and that's why we won.
And then the last one for you, I'm going to ask you guys both another one after this, but the bicycle kick. I kind of buried the lead a little bit. Unfortunately, I myself didn't even see who it was, Edgar. So he scores the equalizer, then he really has the game-winning goal there. I know he's not one of the forwards, but he really helps you guys out up front, the three of you, as he's the highest midfielder. So what was going through your mind with the bicycle kick?
That guy needs to go buy a lottery ticket on the way home. I don't think he's ever going to do that again in his life, and I think we're just really lucky it wasn't other people on the team that scored that, because we would have never heard the end of it until we die. He's one of the few that will just lay low about it, but I mean, on the serious note, he's a great playmaker going up. He didn't give up. Even at times, you can ask Ivan. I went up to him after that second goal win, and I said, I don't know how we keep ending up in these scenarios, but we gotta keep trying somehow. And he kept his head up. He scored the bike, and then he scored the getaway goal, and he had the heart that some of us didn't in that moment, and he brought our whole team up to finish the game.
Yeah, this is an amazing match. You two, of course, were all around. I know you were yelling there at the end. We saw the intensity. But just for next week, for this division final, what's your thoughts around the team? For both of you, could have give me your answer for that.
We want more. We thought about bringing the division trophy over here, but we decided it's not good enough. We want the actual trophy. So, we're going into next game saying, hey, it's another game. We got to win it. Keep winning. And more than anything else, keep fighting for each other. And as Nemi said, that's what we did here at the end, and that's why we were able to pull off the victory. So we're hoping to bring that same momentum into next week as well.
All right, Nick, how are you guys going to do that?
A lot of adversity. I'm going to bring it back to what I said about being tired, where a lot of it's more mental. We're going to have to go into that finals and forget how good we are with our feet, forget how much stamina we have. Soccer's, I'm going to say it's 90% a mental game. You just got to have the right choices at the right time. You got to not have, what's the word I'm looking for? You can't be too tired where you're making the mental mistakes. As long as we're mentally locked into the game, I think we're going to walk into that finals, and it'll hopefully look like the last time we played them, and we'll come away with a win.
All right, guys, congratulations. 4-2 win for Ironbound. Again, Jason, Nick, thank you, of course, as always, for the interview. That'll do it here on Game and Frame. Semifinal victory for Ironbound, and we'll be back for their next match as the playoff run continues.